Hello. Your name's Markiplier. Mi fucking corazón. There we go. Damn gooseneck. Wah, 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 wah. You guys can't hear it yet. Don't need to because there's no one
immediate
here.
risk of people being genocided. Are these different? Turns out they actually are quite different. And now we know because of that judge, because of the judges, Judge Nolte wrote an addendum to the first issuance of provisional measures. To this end, he directly quotes from part of the separate opinion, namely when
Get up for cock, get up to burn.
Measures indicated
Stand up with pride.
by South Africa that certain statements by Israeli state
Weekly
officials,
roundup,
including members of
hutch
the
hate,
military,
spooky
give rise to
update.
real and imminent risk of irreparable prejudice for the rights of Palestinians under the Genocide Convention, which he characterizes as meaning that the quotes from certain state officials give rise to a real and imminent risk of irreparable prejudice. He's saying that's plausible, okay. My decision to vote in favor of the measures indicated rests on the plausible claim by South Africa that certain state the rights of Palestinians under the Genocide Convention.
That was weird. No, please don't tell me Resident Evil fucks with that. Come on now, dog. Bro, that's worse than Marathon. Come on, man. Well, shit. Not Resident Evil, I guess.
Keep reading.
Then.
I think I'm starting to piece this together. I think South Africa has plausibly shown the military operation undertaken by Israel, as such, is being pursued with genocidal intent. And thus, Lonerbox concludes that, so he's rejecting the idea that it's even plausible.
What do we play now?
At least according to South Africa's evidence that Israel's attack on Gaza is being pursued with genocidal intent. But then at the same time, he's also saying that it's plausible there is a
lab Street Fighter 6 then?
Prejudice, a real and imminent risk. Again, because legal language is so confusing, but he's saying the statements are raising the chance, the non-zero chance the genocide can happen. But he doesn't seem to think it's happening right now, that it's being pursued with genocidal intent. That's the gist of what he's saying. No, I don't think so. I'm not, he's right. This is confusing stuff. Okay, I will say this. This is confusing. This is a lot of legal language, and it does almost seem contradictory at times. But that's why whenever I cover Israel-Palestine, I say, hey guys, I'm a fucking retard who knows nothing about this. I don't go, oh, if only the lefties had read as many books as me. Oh, if only they read as many books and UN reports as me. Oh, you know. A little bit of humility goes a long way, I fear. I'm not persuaded. Yeah. So, unfortunately for Lonabox, the representation of Nolte's opinion is wrong because he both misunderstands the authority of Nolte's opinion and what Nolte is actually deciding.
1990s are back. Does the new Street Fighter movie trailer make you want to play Street? No.
Let's start with what Nolte actually decided. So where Lonabox says he's saying the statements are raising the chance, the non-zero chance that genocide can happen. He's wrong. I think so, yeah. Nolte isn't saying this. He's saying he only thinks that the separate charge of incitement, as it exists in the convention...
Like, I have all the characters. I don't...
This is evidence where Nolte says the following. I cannot plausibly exclude that such statements contribute to a potential failure by Israel to prevent and punish acts of public and direct incitement to genocide. And this is contrasted to Lonabox's portrayal, which did not make clear that failing to prevent and punish acts of incitement was the issue Nolte found plausible. As well, the way in which the opinion is connected to the interview and Lonabox's overall conclusion, it must be said Nolte is not arguing that plausibility is unrelated to the merits of the case. That's actually why it's important to distinguish that between Nolte's conclusion and that he believes Israel is plausibly inciting genocide, which is a decision related to the success of the case, and Lonabox's use of Nolte's opinion.
It has to be a counter.
Arguing that plausibility doesn't relate to the merits of the case. Nolte's opinion actually shows.
Oh yeah, Alex isn't just mediocre, as normal.
Jesus, this is dense. This is dense. This is tricky, bro. Key part of the choice to exercise the option to institute preliminary measures in this case was if there was a real and imminent risk.
Can't fucking see the thing!
The court doesn't actually have to show that there is genocidal intent right now to institute the preliminary measures. Yeah. This is what I was saying before in the last segment we did out this. Lonabox says it's future tense. But that's not what's being ruled on here, because this is a ruling trying to determine whether they need preliminary measures to prevent irreparable harm to their rights. It could already be happening, but they can't rule that at this point in the investigation. They're not at the point where they determine if it's happening or has happened. They are simply ruling, do we need to do something about this? Is this situation so precarious that action needs to be taken now, right? Before there's a decision.
Forgot about this.
We'll keep going for a while. I don't think we're going to finish this whole article tonight. I didn't quite realize how long it was. Now, turning to the authority of the opinion, you'll notice right away that this is the opinion of Judge Nolte. But the court comprises 15 judges, and it is not part of the actual document which contains the order. A separate opinion is not nothing, but it's not a conclusive source on the law. So even when Nolte asserts genocide is not happening, it is not dispositive of the entire case. Separate opinions are actually very rarely cited in case law, and any effect they've had on the law usually only comes later when it's formally adopted by the court. This means that while it's always worth noting separate opinions, there's no obligation for the court, especially the public, to accept a separate opinion on its face. Thus, Lonabox needs to not just cite a separate opinion on the issue of plausibility, he would have to make an argument, if he were inclined to do so, as to why it's a good idea to accept it in the first place. The last piece of evidence of the law that Lonerbox cites is an article in which discusses a declaration from ad hoc Judge Kress deciding on the Gambia vs. Myanmar case, which also discussed genocide. Now, looking at the nature of the source, the article itself is actually a valid source of international law since it is referred to as a subsidiary source of international law. What this means, though, is it is not an article that can be used to create law, but rather it is a source which is elucidating the law. Lonerbox uses the article to say the following. When it talks about plausible, it's also worth acknowledging that plausibility is a low standard, a low legal standard for the reasons I laid out. This person, I mean, even lays out based on previous case law with Gambia Myanmar. Now immediately he says something wrong here. It's not based on previous case law. The only source which the article uses, which discusses plausibility standard, is low, is the declaration of Judge Kress. A declaration is not case law, and thus Lonerbox overstated the authority of the source. Next, he reads out the article's analysis of the issue. That seems like nitpicking for sure.
Look.
So since Judge Kress made his declaration in Gambia vs. Myanmar, the court has provided more guidance on how to assess plausibility. 3 final observations can be offered.
Fuck.
First, the court has shown flexibility, particularly when it was faced with obligations of erga omnes, party's character. A new Latin legal term.
Decent damage, honestly.
Okay. Basically, the obligations of. Oh, okay, so it's like towards the whole group, basically, party's character, such as genocide, torture, and racial discrimination. In his declaration, Judge Kress questioned the argument that the court should apply a stricter plausibility standard of provisional measures phase in cases of allegations of exceptional gravity. He wondered in this context whether the protective function of provisional measures does in fact not point in the opposite direction, precisely because fundamental values are at stake. He highlighted that, in the end, the court has applied a low plausibility standard with respect to the question of genocidal intent. Okay, so this is an important point to retain.
Whoops.
Based on this, he asserts, it's not that hard, it seems, to cross that threshold, or at least not as hard as people would make it out to be. However, is this what the article is arguing? The purpose of the article is to shed some light on the notion of plausibility in the context of such provisional measures. Because the author believes that the court's indication of provisional measures in the case concerning Syria provided a new departure point to discuss a problem mentioned in Kress's declaration, which is the confusion on what plausibility even means and what standards should accompany it. Lonerbox only reads the conclusion which the author made from Kress's declaration. He ignores the paragraph right below, which regards development that occurred in the Syria and Myanmar cases, where she says the court used the reasonable grounds to believe standard when indicating provisional measures.
We do a few ranked matches with Dart.
Now, Kress does argue that a low standard is used for plausibility when deciding genocide cases, but as mentioned, Kress has only issued a declaration, and this does not have the authority of case law. Okay, I'm seeing it. So, plausible is reasonable grounds to believe. That's what they're saying here. If something is plausible, it's like, yeah, it's a reasonable conclusion to come to. Based on the evidence, you could come to that conclusion. Not proven, but that could be an argument. But Lonerbox is saying it's a non-zero chance. Now, non-zero chance does not imply that there is necessarily any evidence. You know, it just simply could be the case. You could have an absence of evidence and still a non-zero chance genocide is happening. Whereas this is directly related to the merits of the case, which Lonerbox said it wasn't. This is actually, you are actually directly drawing inference from the merits of the case, drawing inference about
this guy has a 7-win streak.
Reasonable grounds to believe this. Yeah, it is a low standard. That is a you know, that's not preponderance of evidence. That's not beyond shadow of doubt. That's not, you know, but it's not that low. You know, it's not non-zero. It's not, oh, well, you know, there's a chance, you know, possibly, maybe, there's a chance. There's reasonable grounds to believe. And it's not in the future either, which Lonerbox also said.
Damn.
As mentioned, Kress has only issued a declaration. This does not have the authority of case law. I will show, for instance, that Kress's formula is not the one which is most supported by the law, as it contradicts other separate opinions and declarations. Case law, which is more dispositive, in the case of South Africa v. Israel, also contradicts the standard used by Israel.
Damn. You suck, brother.
So let's begin by explaining what plausibility is and where it actually comes from. The court began using the plausibility standard in 2009 in Belgium v. Senegal, and the judges themselves have been divided in what it actually means. Some judges argue it only relates to the existence of the rights, while others use a different standard. One that is actually founded in case law, which is that the case must have a reasonable prospect of success in order for provisional measures to be indicated. Oh wait, no. So is it not? Read where I believe?
Over the remit.
Okay, let's keep reading. Maybe we'll figure out. Reasonable prospect of success in order for provisional measures to be indicated. For instance, in the Court of Finland v. Denmark, stated that for Finland to succeed against Denmark, it must substantiate the right it claims to a point where a reasonable prospect of success in its main case exists. That is by case law, by the way, and now that I have shown a foundation in the case law, here is where I can use the separate opinions and declarations to help bolster this argument. Oh, this guy's raping Lonerbox, isn't he?
Whoa.
For instance, Judge Taladi in
PC.
Nicaragua v. Germany argues,
And I be bomba clapping his asshole.
Be summed into two elements. First, there has to be some prospect of success on the merits. In the jurisprudence of the court, this element would be covered by the conditions of the jurisdiction.
And I be bomba clapping his asshole.
Oh, maybe I was right the first time around then. And this includes where there is a plausibility that the rights are being or have been infringed. It is only if there is some prospect of success in the merits, i.e. the court has prima facie jurisdiction, there is a case to be answered at the merit stage, that the second element of a real and imminent risk of irreparable harm comes into play. Judge Greenwood set forth in Nicaragua v. Costa Rica that since provisional measures are ordered for the purpose of protecting rights which might subsequently be adjudged to belong to one of the parties, it follows that it cannot be sufficient for a party to simply assert it has a right. It must have some prospect of success. And lastly, Judge Abraham laid out the standard asserting that the most important point is that the court must be satisfied that the arguments are sufficiently serious on the merits. Yeah, Lonerbox beyond rape here, holy shit. And it can be reasonably argued, it may be reasonably argued that the respondent's conduct is causing injury or is liable to cause imminent injury to the right. Yeah, so like every aspect of what Lonerbox said was wrong, pretty much. He was just like wrong the whole way through on his analysis of the law here. So not only is it clear from the case law that plausibility relates to the chance of the case succeeding on the merits of the claim, but also that several judges have supported this interpretation. And it should be noted, this standard for explaining what plausibility means is the one the Israelis used during their argument. In their presentation to the court in South Africa v. Israel, they argued that we can safely say that plausibility is an elusive concept, that we declaring the claimed rights are plausible is insufficient. The issue we addressed by Judge Greenwood border area case when he emphasized that what is required is something more than assertion but less than proof. In other words, the party must show there is at least a reasonable possibility that the rights it claims exist as a matter of law and will be adjudged to apply to that party's case. He later discussed this in terms of a reasonable prospect of success. The court did not limit itself to considering whether the applicant plausibly held the rights in question under international law. It extended the field of inquiry to include the consideration as to whether it was plausible that the respondent had breached the rights in question. This approach appears also in Ukraine v. Russia, where the court concluded on the basis of evidence presented by the parties, it appears that some of the acts complained of by Ukraine fulfill this condition of plausibility. In other words, the court was prepared to consider not only the question of plausibility of the rights, but also the question of the possible breach of such rights. The Israelis were adamant that plausibility had to be decided on a question of breach. That's why they mentioned it twice, and they themselves used the reasonable prospect of success standard. Because it is the right standard, but also it's a hard wall to climb, and they thought it was the best chance to beat South Africa's argument. And thus it does seem to say something. The court decided to indicate provisional measures in the Gaza case. In short, Israel was right.
Dumbass.
Was wrong.
Stupid ass.
This is snarky, man. They say there is snark in this. He's like trying to play it like, oh, I'm just doing a total factual takedown of my good friend Lonovox, and he just like sneaks in like these little fucking jabs. It's like, yeah, you're sweeping for Israel harder than they sweep for themselves. You're going above and beyond. It must also be noted that the position of the court in Finland v. Denmark, the position of Judge Taladi, Greenwood, Abraham, and even the position of Israel regarding what plausibility actually means is based on strong reasoning, stronger than what Lonovox is asserting. For instance, imagine you're Britain and France has decided to sue Britain in the ICJ for whatever reason, and they ask the court to indicate provisional measures. Well, imagine how unfair it might be for Britain if the court had placed restrictions or obligations that they'd have to follow at whatever cost, and France doesn't even need to show if they had a case that can succeed. Britain would be restrained by France for the years that it would take for the court to decide, and Britain might end up suffering the cost of following the orders for nothing. No state would accept that. The judges also affirm that this reasoning holds true. For instance, Judge Abraham makes the reasoning clear, saying that if the argument is not sufficiently serious on the merits, that it might impede the exercise by the respondent to the request for provisional measures of its right to act as it sees fit, within the limits set by international law. I must end with saying, though, the judges themselves freely admit that plausibility is an issue that they understand is confusing. As one judge says, the criterion seems to have appeared out of nowhere. Thus, I have to acknowledge that other judges have different ideas on the issue of plausibility. It is clear there is nothing wrong with saying Israel is plausibly committing a genocide.
Fuck off.
There is a solid legal basis for showing this interpretation is consistent with the court's jurisprudence. As well, Lonovox's portrayal of the relationship between the standard of plausibility, whether plausibility
When did he give his brother the controller?
Is based on weak legal reason. What's this? Damn. That's kind of just total rape. I'm glad we read that section. That's kind of just total rape. We will finish this, but I think I need to end it in the first part because it's a long fucking. I think we'll do at one part per day. So we've got through it. But that was really good. That I feel like I had it laid out really well. I thought I understand that. Yeah, this is Lonovox's like one thing. Is being able to sound smarter than the lefties when he's defending the heinous shit Israel gets up to. If he can't even sound smarter than them anymore, because one of them just totally raped them, how does he continue?
What the fuck is that inbox?
Israel's committing genocide now. Just flip. Lono will not cover this, by the way. If he never covers this article on stream, he is legit totally just a total compromised pussy hack. unironically, like full-blown compromised pussy hack. Rebut this article on stream. Who's the author? It's got a guy called Beast Process. Someone that Lonerbox has promoted before. With that though, guys, I've done 6 hours on YouTube. We're gonna move over to Kick.
Get fucked, stupid.
Yeah, here's the link. Moving over, guys, moving over. Moving over, moving over. Any unique glitch, moving over.
Fucking hell. God, this guy plays like a fat piece of shit. And this stupid fuck, Queeman, can't stay on one
Like
fucking
he might have
platform.
sold like shitty product, but I don't think it counts as a scam in any way.
Yeah, it was just fucking they weren't the greatest products in the world, but ultimately
Yeah, well,
it was,
you know, like
it was nothing.
obviously, if he was doing
something.
things illegally, like he would have been
It was
arrested.
to the extent that you were concerned if any of this information were out that you would actually be hurt physically, to say the least. So we could probably leave it at that at this point for that question.
Yeah.
Yeah, chat. If you
Yeah,
have any
is there any other
questions,
questions?
literally ask the questions
Yeah.
now.
Go for it. Ask the questions now. What I will say is, if it's something unrelated to that particular thing, you'd probably like to get a much more thorough answer.
So, just one message.
Probably more than reasonable. It was an on-air call.
Because I quite like her, and I didn't want to follow
We are the so and so, right? Self.
this and fucking the way
All
back.
times. Yeah.
And quite frankly,
Fuck Lonerbox and fuck Israel for making me read boring legal documents to call someone retarded.
Fuck, how did he know?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna finish the article, so.
you don't know me too well. I don't know you very well, aside from what I've been learning recently.
Yeah, the page stuff's still awesome. Probably a war crime though.
So,
But
as
it's
far as
cool.
I'm concerned, I'm kind of like a not neutral, but like neutral. in the
It's like a
sense of,
cool
like,
war crime, like white phosphorus. You know?
I have no like personal investment in tearing you down. If that makes sense. There's like nothing.
That's
I don't-
fair enough.
I don't care.
Thing to say.
Fucking shit.
I kind of wanted to get a sense of your feelings on all
Or like a
this.
flamethrower.
The level of, let's say, I got a sense that you felt a little blindsided by Aiko and Sunday. Your feelings
Yeah.
on that.
See.
And then overall, I wanted to grab a little bit more context on some specifics, not too specific, but generally the feeling of
Fuck, dude.
your past job, your current job, just like I just want a little bit more descriptive of like why it came crashing down the way it did, why you had such an emotional storm as a response to all of it, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So
I didn't even mean to do that.
I guess the first
Okay.
thing,
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
go
start
ahead.
from the top with the Ico Sunday stuff. Yeah. So.
yeah,
Sorry. What was the cough today? What happened basically with the Ico Sunday is that.
Take well for
when
5 minutes.
Okay.
you sent me
How did that not counter?
those messages with the link to the video? I didn't even watch the full video. I basically just saw the intro and surmised that this was a phone call. I didn't recall having. I only watched like the first 5 minutes initially, right? I was obviously pretty pissed off because I've been recorded without my consent, and you know, you've seen the intro to that.
Bitch, you tried.
Come on, like pigs roasting on fucking fire with the weird music in the background. It's obviously meant in some form to intimidate, you know. So I hit up Ico saying, "Yo, this shit's happening." Blah 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 blah. She's like, "What the fuck?" We have a bit of back and forth, and then she asked me, "Do you mind if I share this with President Sunday?" And I'm like, "Okay, sure." You know, I didn't know him too well. I think I'd only catch maybe 3 or 4 streams prior to this interaction, and basically, she, I don't know, 20 minutes
Monkey
after the
brain.
initial conversation with just myself, she accidentally called me and said, "Oh, sorry, I was trying to call Sunday. I'll call you in 20 minutes." And I'm like, 20
Yeah.
minutes passes, and I get into this group chat with Sunday and Ico and obviously myself, and we're basically all sat in this VC.
Oh, I didn't know you could do
What's
that.
happened? I'm saying, well, you know, fucking Mary True, she's recorded this phone call and she's, you know, threatening to leak and stuff, you know, blah 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 blah. And then, basically, I then downloaded the video because they recommend I download it for prosperity's sake. I said I upload that to the group. President Sunday pulls up on his VLC player and we go through it together. And basically, he would tell me when there are things I've said wrong and I should clarify future statements. And he also told me what are good points I should make that I should reinforce, basically. So after we go through all that, Mary then starts messaging me again. I inform the group of this occurring. And Sunday's like, "Okay, share your screen with me." So I do as such. And basically, all those sort of messages from that morning were directly what he told me to say, basically. And Ico was sort of there in the background giving her comments as well. The varying degrees.
could you remember any comments that she made in regards to that? Did she enter any ideas for any of those messages I had?
Most of it was her basically just agreeing with Sunday.
Do you remember how much? Oh, okay. First of all, I want to make sure I want to clarify this because I believe Sunday said this himself, so I feel like I already have this answer. But did you go through the entire video, the entire 46 call?
We did, yes, we did.
Was there ever a mention? Did you ever go into any, not super duper specifics, but did you ever mention anything about your past occupation in terms of what you did? Was there any mafia comment at all? Was there any indicator that they could pick that up at all from your end? Do you feel?
Not in our original phone call, apart from when I say about my mindset being convinced me about, shit, but nothing directly in that phone call.
Did they ever?
However,
Did they ever?
however,
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, however, and this is where Sunday is probably more vindicated than Ico. Prior to the debate, Ico had become knowledgeable of the second leaked phone call clip before I didn't know it existed until she messaged me about it. And she was like, "Are you in danger? You're okay? I'm sorry your friend's off the side there." That's pretty much verbatim what she says.
All right.
You know, so
Kinda just handed me that.
She totally heard the clip. You know?
That was yours to lose.
This original clip, like where the mafia comment was made, right?
Yes, she had sent that second clip to me before I even knew it existed.
Okay,
The only
so
reason I knew it
she
existed-
sent that to you. Do you have like that in like your messages saved and stuff like that?
I can't keep doing this though.
Let's find out.
Scared. I'm scared. I'm scared.
But let's find out.
Can't rerun.
Okay, right, so settings, content and social.
Yeah, he's mad he got dropped by Ico and Sunday, so he's going like, you knew what I was like. You were cool with me. You're just pretending you're dropping me when it's obviously not the case.
Blocked accounts. Alright, give me 2 seconds.
Sure. Because while we're giving him 2 seconds, I remember Perry vaguely stating, and I don't know this for certain, but he was suggesting that Aiko was made aware of this, that she had told him that she was aware of this comment of the mafia thing being included in this.
All right.
So that's where the criticism would.
Well, what do
should
we
have been.
play? Oh, we listen to Weirman talk about gay shit.
Let's see.
'Cause he's gay.
Let's see. During the why is
Okay.
Perry mad at me stream at 52.
God, would he just say something? Fuck!
Troff already said he had a secret job he couldn't tell anyone about that involved posting to Reddit and moved to Indonesia to do and make 6K a month. Okay, I thought everyone knew.
Marathon.
Well, I
guess.
wanted to verify that was true because I didn't know if that was true for certain. But the claim of the current job is basically
This is gonna be a
to,
scuffed fucking
or-
bullshit now.
That's not so. I'm going to be fair, honest with you, my friend. That's something I'm not particularly willing to get my teeth to.
No, that's fine. Okay.
So I just sent you the screenshot. Now the dating on it's going to look a bit
On
funny.
a
Bear in mind,
screenshot.
I am
Oh,
12
got a
hours in.
green. I got a green
But
got.
regardless,
Oh, cock a fucker.
regardless, this is still prior to the debate.
I got a screenshot. Oh, enunciate, you stupid fucking motherfuckers.
14.
Nothing I hate more
26, 18.
Than a non-enunciator. Why am I playing? This game wipes. Why am I playing it?
Of the exact time.
Normally I don't play wipe
Has
games.
the one
This
that
game wipes like my
only has,
asshole.
Which is the edited one, which is 46 minutes.
Yeah, this is.
Oh
this
wait,
is the second.
so the title in of itself. I'm sorry, I'm a dumbass. The title in itself says we were basically the Indonesian mafia. So unless you fake this or some shit like that, like unless like I'm wrong here, this is like there's a reasonable certainty that she would just based on title alone have an indication that you did this.
If we really want to, for posterity's sake,
Oh wait, I'm
I don't mind sharing.
the fucking.
I
I'm sorry,
don't
my
mind sharing.
fucking icons are.
Is this not literally just what Ico said, that she became aware of this the day before the debate?
Posterity's sake.
Oh wait,
I don't mind sharing.
the fucking.
I
I'm sorry,
don't
my
mind
fucking
sharing.
icons
I
are
don't mind
little- I'm a dumbass. Right here.
If you want to, for prosperity's sake, to prove that this isn't some Photoshop, I don't mind sharing my screen with you for a second.
Okay,
Sure.
yeah, we can do that. Just
Do you want to have a cheeky little that? Oh,
didn't
sure.
understand.
Can you go back?
See,
So I don't know if this is someone else that changed it.
They all sound like that too.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Look, this is her. Again, don't show this on stream, obviously, but this is her
yeah,
sharing
none of this is being
DM
shown right now.
Yeah,
from
They
Alex
won't be able to see
Pratt,
this.
which you can, like, if you think I've gone through the convoluted effort to not only spoof DMs from Alex Pratt, make screenshots of them from a fake ICO profile, and have a fucking fake conversation to this extent, well, you have way too much faith in me being this much of a fucking minute.
Feel like that
That's
would be said
cool.
by Icon
I like
for
that.
Particular
Like a scam.
Yeah.
thumbnail
I just want
ideas.
to see where the conversation started. Did it start at the very or the
Alright, here we go, look, here we go. Look at this one, answer the call, Sunday wants to talk, answer, Trop, that was the day that happened.
Oh, interesting.
We had the date of this 8
You know what?
But did you
2026.
say anything before that? Maybe you told her before. What did you say before?
Yeah, but the call ended after a few seconds, right? And then you can see, this is the conversation, again, don't shit on English.
Yeah,
This is the
no,
conversation, the day this all happened. There's me saying the video of me recording on my TV and shit. No response is that it's Dwayne, you fucking shit. Yes, fuck. Are you telling anyone else? I'm not going to tell Parry for now. You know what I
Just
mean?
give me.
Like,
Oh my god, so she told you to call? Did she already tell you that before that? Like, is this the first time she gets you a call?
from what I can recall. Anyway, right, here we go. So, can I tell President Sunday I trust him? I say yes. Can I show him that screenshot? I say yes. And she then says, okay, I sent it to him. I'm sure whatever you said was fine. I'm sure it makes her look insane. She's on the call doing this on purpose. Blah, 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 blah. Right?
What's the
And then
very
it went all back and forth. And I miss a call from her and it says, answer the call. Sunday wants to talk, answer, Trot. That's the fucking group chat.
Could you scroll up a tiny bit up there?
Yeah.
A little bit more. I'm so sorry.
He's so sorry.
Yeah, perfect. So, okay, so the specific thing that I'm noticing here is that she's asking you, how long is this? Like this clip? And you're sharing that this is the edited one, the 46-minute one, right?
Well, that's because you gotta remember that was the one that was sent to me the first time.
Okay, so so Mary Chu sent you the edited one first, not the one with the sensitive material.
Correct.
Okay. So how did she get the longer one? Do you remember? Did you send her that or?
No. So the longer one, I don't think it's actually a longer one.
Yeah,
If there is a long one out there, I'm genuinely out of the loop. The only other bit of this call that I've seen was the clip. The we are the so and so, right? That clip I was not aware of until she sent it to me, as I showed you earlier.
Okay. How did the conversation start to begin with? Like before, so here you're talking about.
I'm out of silk. No.
Or did she say anything, or did you let her? Did you give her?
Sorry, Kathy, you've got to reword that, my friend.
Let me plug in my mic actually.
Let me plug in my mic. Do you not know that do not plug in my microphone? That sucks. I like the hood better.
I can.
Alright, well, just 1 second, bruv. I'm gonna have to go back to the waiting room because I haven't got perm, so you need to drag me back in.
That looks sick, actually.
Just for now.
That looks awesome. I actually think that
While
looks
you're doing that,
fucking
I gotta ask, how are you
rad.
feeling now? Like after like royal time, but I do think you have somewhat of a talent.
I like the green and black
making,
with the like
a
blue
moment like that
splats,
entertaining, so to
but
speak.
I don't know. This one speaks to me more than the rest. Maybe this one. Ooh, I like this one.
Oh shit! By the way, you're gonna have to make sure that you mute my.
Get up for cock, get up to burn, stand up for pride, and be your ways to make her. You must have heard it. Hell style, anti-caution.
I'm talking more about you, because you can still see the fucking screenshots.
Triage needs
Right, there
something.
you go. So.
That's a cool one. I like that one.
Here's the beginning of what I'm gonna say.
Triage needs something though. Triage need some love.
Okay.
It's
13.
me.
Two.
It's me.
So does Recon, honestly. Recon,
What are you looking for here?
we need to have like actual model changes to some of this.
Okay, here we go.
Like I want to be able to have different helmets than what I got. You know, nah, I mean, cuh.
Yeah, this one, yeah. 'Cause
Nah, I mean, cuh.
as well. There's been an idea that I never. Some people said I never.
I like
ever
that.
been defended by Richard.
Don't like that.
Even though I did both things.
Okay.
More into that one.
I'm quite a sensitive person, and everything going on has thrown me off a bit. Even just like the Mary Chu disagreement did, because I quite like her, and I didn't want to fall out or my community to fall out with her. This was posted 04/03/2026. 10/14.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's for the American audience, it is the 4th of March.
Big fat pussy sticker.
Yeah. The day, month. Yeah, but they're not seeing.
Oh, I
it,
only
so they
got
can't
2 of
say.
those? What?
Yeah,
What?
that's
What?
Okay.
They're limited?
Okay. Just struggle. Something very reasonable. Okay.
That makes me wanna kill all the fucking insert whatever type of people you don't like.
Alcohol. XW.
Let's type in Mary True, because otherwise we're going way too much of this
Demon.
passe fucking chit chat.
I think it's every sometimes. No.
Oh, guys, 1 second. We've got to review a short before it gets posted. 1 moment.
Oh, you make me wanna shit. Throw my hands up
Plausible
and
risk
shit.
does not mean it's plausible that it's happening right now. Plausible risk means it's plausible, as in like not impossible, like that there's a risk of this happening. There's 2 qualifiers there that this will happen. Plausible risk is a future tense. That's what they're referring to. Literally said the words, I do not find that Israel's military campaign in Gaza is plausibly being done with genocidal intent. But he still signed off on plausible risk because he said, well, it's not happening now, but I think it could happen in the future. That's what he said.
What does that mean? The rights to be protected from genocide were plausible. Is Lona Box just wrong here?
That the case for Israel's genocide in Gaza is plausible. It was a preliminary hearing
No,
and the final...
No, they didn't say it was
Yeah, so Noah Sampson is repeating the common misreporting of the claim.
plausible. No, that's not what they said at all. The ICJ president literally had to come out and say that's not what they
That
said.
one has a comment.
What's happening to Palestinians is that there is what they called a plausible risk.
No. So why is Lona Box attaching those 2 words together? I don't think that's what's happening here. No. At no point does it attach the 2 words plausible and risk next to each other. It's not about there being a plausible risk. Plausible and risk are qualified.
Green and
being
black,
used
the green
separately.
and black.
The rights are plausible. There is a risk of genocide. That's what's being said. So Lona Box is also wrong. So in trying to, actually, Noah Sampson, Lona Box is getting it wrong. Wow, that's awesome, sir. Lona Box's Israel coverage sucks too.
Later
Crazy.
on. Plausible risk means it's plausible, as in like not impossible, like that there's a risk of this happening. There's
So he's just wrong. He's just f***ing wrong. This guy's such a f***ing loser, man. What an actual f***ing loser. This guy gets on his
You
f***ing
can
high
run,
horse
but you
about all these
can't
lefties
hide.
all the time, spreading misinfo and all this shit. And this is what his coverage is like, him unactuallying and then f***ing it up anyway. What an idiot.
What an idiot. I don't like him. He's an idiot.
Oh,
He's a big dumb idiot.
or what are these emails?
Sorry? Emails? Oh, no. These were... Oh, sorry. These emails, these were the ones that Firebat had sent to some sort of fucking municipal clerk that they were misinformed with solicitor.
Okay. Keep going. Rose. Article.
Again, more mentions of the fact she addresses by name. There's a trough.
Okay. I'm banning Kathy everywhere.
Stuff about you. Stuff about Mary saying she's signing the comment.
Heavy machine gun. Boy, what was that?
Calls on
Boy,
screen,
heavy
all the
machine
people.
gun.
I think
I have enough for that.
Sent on stream. She's not there. Apart from the Sunday.
I don't wanna waste-
call, and maybe one other. I think they're all.
You ever call off stream? Beside the Sunday call?
Maybe once, but I wouldn't go further than that. I can't recall. I don't think it would.
Okay.
Getting just stuff about Firebat and Mary. And that's what I said in that Sunday video, because Mary. I did that Sunday.
Still watching the box. Okay.
Mariana, oh Mariana, my cock.
This is just stuff about the
And Sunday.
commercials about.
There's
Oh, so I said
there's a
lyrics.
call. There's one call that she starts, and for that lasts for 17 minutes, and then there's a second call that's like 20 minutes, I think, something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I says it's probably more than reasonable it was an on-air call.
Sure, yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
probably.
One second,
Yeah,
one
yeah,
second.
yeah, probably. Yeah.
I'm just gonna very quickly go glass.
Gotcha.
Okay, so did she send a message to Tipster? Okay, what's next?
Tips? The fuck does he got to do with this?
There.
I don't think he heard you. Go down a little bit.
I'm gonna fuck
Yeah, so I did
Mary.
literally just say I'm just grabbing
Marry
some
on
of the glass
Oh,
and
no, it's
Marry on her.
some more
Oh.
sort of shit. Now I have a bit of a bender. Okay, the tips and stuff. No, that wasn't necessary.
Bender?
That was
It's
her
a-
Numby song.
It's a meme. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we get to the fucking beginning of the shit with the fucking.
Yeah, this is what we're interested in. Okay, let's see. Okay, so she sent it. Oh, you sent it. Okay. You say what the fuck? Okay, this is even legal. Okay. Have the video. Report her.
So, she recommends you report Mary Chu, given
Yeah.
a private recording was released. Is that the reasoning here?
Saying.
Wow, this is
think-
thrilling.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
can't say everything.
Okay, can
Yeah,
I read
yeah,
that
yeah,
beginning?
Just for the extra, just the record is actually, it was actually more
This is so thrilling.
under the Data Privacy Act.
Yeah.
Fucking say something then, Queeman. Make it entertaining.
Yeah, murky.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
All of it, but basically it's information. Yes, report her.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think it's, hang on, for my benefit, will you say verbatim, at least just the first two sentences?
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
What is this picture? Oh, is that roasting thing? Okay, go down.
No, but I'm saying this part here.
Yeah, we see it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying say it.
Oh, is it what the
So,
fuck?
you listen. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
she says,
Yes, report her.
thank you. So this again, because there's another narrative that fucking
So because she threw you under the bus saying like, oh, I'm not pro reporting. It's all him. Okay, so she's fine with reporting people apparently. Okay, let's see next. That's deranged. Okay. Yes, we should.
I think I said some shit in the video.
And I tell President Sunday, I trust him. Okay, so she suggested.
See, because this idea that so did you say that I asked him Sunday?
Yeah, from what she says,
I
he's
think
apparently.
Sunday himself is saying, if I remember correctly, Sunday himself said Aiko suggested this. So Sunday's not really disputing that Aiko suggested it. I don't know.
I don't think
Was Aiko saying that you asked for this?
That's what I
don't know.
I heard from Vickers. I think I don't remember.
That's,
his name.
yeah,
He's
that's
like,
how I thought Kathy
because,
said
yeah, like he came to me and like wanted to review this call or whatever, and then I called President Sunday. So she made it seem like you.
that. Yeah, that's not true.
Okay.
That's not what happened.
So, what was your intention by presenting any of
That's
this?
not what happened.
What did you think would happen? Is what my question is.
Well, I wanted
That's not what happened. It's not what happened.
Did you-
I didn't know what the fuck to do.
Did you want her to talk about it at all publicly, or was this something that you had intended to keep private?
No, are you fucking joking? I didn't want to fucking do any of this shit.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I thought, because we're not necessarily the challenge,
React harder, please.
2 months ago.
Uh-huh.
Right. The thing is that I could instantly tell that there was a likelihood that
I rub praise.
people in the greatest light. And I freaked out. And I thought, well, who's the one person I can talk to that's not going to instantly fucking, leak?
React harder, please. Maybe. I'll think about it. But don't hold your breath, because it's. I'm chilling. I might boot up Destiny 2 soon, to be honest.
I love that guy.
Expect death. Embrace.
Jesus Christ.
Shishy Zion. Shishy Zion.
and I was fine with keeping that, you know, quiet. But then when it was pressed upon, and I told the like, oh, I don't fucking know why he said this and that. I was kind of a bit like, okay, thank you very fucking much. You know what I mean? Because that seems to have been half the fucking drama. Parry got fixated on it. May got fixated on it, saying I was vague posting, I was being disingenuous, I was this and that, everything else. And it was like, it wasn't my fucking idea to send those fucking messages. And the people
Where's Westgate?
decided not to at all. And listen, Present Sunday doesn't know me fucking shit. I hardly fucking know the
Sure. Yeah.
But I thought I told it like fucking.
The- Yeah, I think you're aware of this. But like, yeah, the narrative that seems to be presented is that she seems to think that, or she present the idea that she's portraying herself as someone who is manipulated by this.
I don't really see how that comes from. So if you can get this
I'm reading these, and I'm just from the sense that I'm getting. I
Don't
see
perceive
any
me.
manipulation here, like, personally. I mean, Kathy could speak for herself, but I don't get it.
On Trop side, you mean?
Personally, I don't see it, like, so far.
Yeah, well, yeah, Trop doesn't try to manipulate anything.
Yeah, that's the main argument and the main narrative that really pisses me off. Because it's like, you know, this
Yeah,
idea
it's
that
not
I'm
funny
something
because
this must manipulate.
Aiko says that this Trop guy is not smart enough to do anything, and at the same time, you are this manipulative 5D
Yeah. And that's what everyone's fucking saying, and that's what annoys me. It's like, listen, I'm either
Kathy is demonic, man. Kathy is actually demonic.
And you read these messages, right? You read these messages, and it's like, I didn't suggest it. I didn't, you know.
Go down.
She agreed with me. She agreed with me.
Can I read that one message? Can I? So, okay, so I just want to read this one message. She said, "Can I tell Present Sunday?" I pressed it. She is the one who wanted to start this call.
Yeah, because again, I didn't know Present Sunday. I've known his existence a week or two prior. I wasn't in a position to fucking start saying, "Hey, let's all talk to Sunday."
Oh shit, I forgot.
You know, so if it was going to be suggested,
That is not what I meant to do.
I'm gonna read this chat because this is something that went in my head a little bit. So I'm just referring to this chat in my own personal just input here as a potential, you know, another possibility here. Is I was saying you don't have to be manipulative. Everyone knows that you can, you know, manipulate in emotional ways or whatever. You don't have to be suave or anything. But like, just from what I'm reading here, this feels like a sincere kind of like, I'm freaking out moment. This is the person I can share with as far as, you know. The narrative is easy to write considering what's in that call and other related information that you can easily just portray Trough as potentially a scammer, a manipulator. And so it's easy to do this angle of, I was manipulated by this guy. I was manipulated by this guy. Emotionally manipulated. I'm
A
just
rift of
emotionally
anomalous
manipulated.
energy has
But from
manifested
what I'm
in the
like
area.
reading here, it seems like just a genuine like exchange of like, this is something that happened to me. This is a person I trust. I need your advice on this. Like, can I get your advice? Like, and it's related to the same thing that they've been talking about for a while, which is this drama. So,
yeah.
Like, maybe you're like a 40 5 each mass manipulator or something, but like I'm just not seeing it.
Yeah, it's great. I think great thing. Like they were trying to paint you in like, oh, you're crazy, it's insane, operating. Like, it's just seems like they are the ones who were trying to drag you into all of this. Me,
Again, I am not that. I think I'm those intellectual, but I'm not that.
Go.
Okay. Again, it's like
Echo post searching.
crazy.
Again, she's when again, but like again, I never set out to fucking
Seeker deployed.
Let's see the next. Continue, please.
Also, I was wrong about this statement here, by the way. When I assumed it was one of the first times we moved. Again, I genuinely didn't remember.
When did you move? What day was it?
It was
February. So the call was
Fuck.
Yeah.
This is still live. We're not upstairs.
Nuclear window will remain stable for 20 minutes.
That is such horseshit. Why go after me? I'm down, retard!
Okay, yeah, reasonable. You can't trust Mary.
And they say AI is ready. They say AI, these are what your AI dollars are going to. Thanks. Thanks, America. Thanks.
And
Fuck
she was
you.
adamant about this. She was adamant about this.
He was spamming at least 20 times. Starlink, not response.
Fuck.
I think we'll spam 20 times. There's two calls.
I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Don't embellish it. Don't embellish it. Come on, we're not in embellishing mode right now. We need to be fucking precise.
Okay, let me count. 1, 2, 3, scroll down. 3, 4.
So I missed it. Sorry, I missed a call from that. 2 calls from her. I then responded. She didn't pick up.
Right.
I missed another call from
He
her.
called at least 5 times.
Yeah.
Sorry for calling.
And then this is so this is the date. So what's the date? So this is
8/04/2026. That's what I'm
Let
looking
me
at.
find this fucking group chat. So that's when this group chat happened. So what time was it again? On the 8th of the 4th?
Yeah.
It says,
Wait, we can go to this
yeah.
group chat then.
No.
Okay, so Aiko added you. So she started.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Alright, let's go back to.
Yeah. Sure. But just very quickly.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm just saying, just for posterity's sake, so there's a bunch of messages from Sunday, and then there's me sending screenshots of the conversation, him sending to the channel, go for the video again, blah blah blah. And then that's when we skip to the next day when we came to light and that's what I coach sent to personally.
Okay, let's go down. Sorry for calling you.
So then, yeah, I think I accidentally called her on Mary on a string or some shit. And then that's a screenshot of her because Mary's doing this weird thing where she kept changing her stream title while I was covering the stream she did.
Okay, I have to ask this because I meant to ask this earlier. In the private
Yeah.
call, 3-hour private call, the level
Yeah.
of engagement, I already asked one part of it where she gave suggestions apparently. But like, did you guys ever go into detail about any background specifics of the mafia stuff at all in any way, shape, or form? Like even in looking at smaller with Echo, especially.
At that point in time, no. I'm not really
Got
saying.
it. Just wanted to
Okay.
double.
Yeah.
Dude, they are literally still desperate to get the angle on Aiko. It's so funny, man. You're raped. You're raped. I raped all of you. I raped you all like 6v1 in a fucking VC. And then I raped Parry psionically while I slept. And he conceded the moment I woke up.
Also, just give me I need a minute. I need a minute.
Let's see what's next. What did she say? So sent you a picture or the thumbnail. Okay, what's next?
The title of this. Yeah, that title is great.
Yeah, so I'm back. That's because she knew I was watching the stream and I had the stream title.
You can see Dewey was still asleep.
And in the window, so he's just trying to get it up on my stream.
So she made, don't show it on stream, it's in work in progress, okay. Make it plastic, Photoshop. And then you send her the DMs between you and Mary Chu.
Yeah,
Are these the ones that were leaked and right?
Yeah, these are the ones that, yeah, and they say, can I share this around? Sure.
I would demod Alex. I don't even know what the plans are about. Okay. I'll depend on tree. Who's Rob? Rob Media?
No, that's Skyway.
Rob is
We didn't
Skyway?
kill Parry.
Yeah, that's it.
We didn't kill Parry.
Most people use Alex's first name. So that's Skyway.
Oh, okay. Alright, what's next? He's literally on stream. Okay. What's next? Don't, and then you center timestamp. We talk. The 10th of April. Hey, are you okay? What's all this vodka? Okay, we're talking. Okay, exactly. Sent it. Sure. Okay.
My tickers.
Next week. Cool off. 13.
Don't read this one.
Okay, no bars.
Don't read any.
Yeah, I will not. Okay. Okay.
And that's the
Two shots with Alex.
Alex Pratt.
Oh my god, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next? Curly, that's the 13th.
I noticed something in there. Can I clean up the unmod thing here?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
So, is she asking you for advice on who she can keep on as moderation? Like,
No. She was advocating that I didn't want to interact with the conversation.
oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Was there a particular reason for why?
To be fair to her, well, to be fair, Alex had been running around, not really sticking up things, or playing super buggers and narratives and stuff.
Okay.
I did one second, I need to get another light up.
While he's doing that, catch out.
So I'm already back.
Like J. E-L-Q-C-K. E-L-Q-G-U-E-J.
You're not got stream. You're not stream elements, dude.
What's that?
You're not get stream elements because you know there's only catch up in America now. They don't have it in
No,
UK
you have to get
and-
like 500 subs first.
No, you don't. I've had stream elements since like fucking like 200 subs.
Oh wait, sorry. I thought you were talking about YouTube monetization.
No.
Oh no, I just haven't set all that up yet. It's not really that big
Yeah.
a deal. I just haven't done any of that.
No, fair enough.
Interesting. Yeah, that's okay.
I didn't feel like setting it all up yet. I'm kind of not look. What's the best way to put it? I can't think of the word right now, but you know what I mean. I delay a lot. I delay a lot. Procrastination is the good way to put it.
Procrastination.
Yeah. Procrastination. That's fair.
Gotcha.
That's yeah. Okay. Mr. Wick. Parry screenshots. Okay.
Just very quickly for record, that is another thing that Parry did do. He did get confused on that. He rewatched the same stream and thought it was the next day stream.
Interesting. Okay. 30 seconds. Okay. Decline. Yes. Parry again. That's on the 14th. Aiko called in for 22 minutes. Is this?
This would have all been through the one prior to the Copenhagen stream I did. This would have all been just coming to on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay, and then she
Okay,
went
so this.
famous.
And we've done it. Yeah, we would not all this shit. So
Yeah. Okay, go a little bit slower.
Warning.
Sure.
Rival
Graphics
crews
here.
detected.
Is all
Reflect on
hell.
the strategic value of
When was
confidence.
the debate again? When was the debate? Was it 3 days ago? On the 15th, right? So this was on the debate day.
Yeah, because I can tell you, but I'll scroll back up. Okay, here we go. So for me, it was the 6th, so it would have been the 15th for you guys, yeah. Because I
Okay.
didn't see this a bigger title. It was,
That title is fucking outrage. That's the
well, yeah, because it was proper a PDF question mark, Queen had already come out and said it was a fucking like joking name and fucking private city. So there was no actual occasion first, so I was a bit more
Okay, I'll check out. Give me the timestamp.
Because he thought there was one. He thought there was an actual allegation.
Sorry.
and that's literally the end of it. That's all done. So
She
Did you scroll down?
didn't have a final confrontation with you on feeling
No,
manipulated
no,
or
I
any private call or nothing.
no. I mean, maybe she would have. She wanted to have popped up. Not because she did. Not because I was like overwhelmingly upset. I did feel a bit betrayed in some ways, but most of it was just because I was in this mindset of like, regardless of the things I'm right on, the things I'm wrong on, regardless, I fucking was, and I was sort of like, again, this is another thing that's always questioned about how it affected my relationship. My mum has spoken to me about it, my sister spoke to me about it, my uncle spoke to me about it. And then when I had to my last final crash out stream, which I think you used as the thumbnail for the video as well.
I did, yeah.
Like even my colleague saw that shit as well, and he was like, "What the fuck are you doing that?"
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
true.
So
Yeah, even I
So-
remember, like, even though I'm a fan of Harry, I'm gonna deny, like, I still watch him, but even I remember I called it, like, this is too far for you, Perry, you have to retract it next stream. And I even talked to him in private, I said, okay, like, I realize, like, sometimes you joke, sometimes you say something unserious, but you have to retract the allegations, you have to tell the truth.
I guess I was curious why you took Perry's comment specifically as like serious allegation rather than as a usual Perry joke, like the things that you say. you're not supposed to.
So what I would say is
Yeah.
that. So and this is the example that's been levied in years of this.
Oh, what the fuck?
Which, by the way, again, you can take this as truth or not. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna fucking sit here and fucking tell them what they're
Dude, whether you lie or not doesn't even matter to me. I don't care. I'm just happy to like a neutral observer.
But I'm just gonna say I am telling the truth.
Yeah,
Exactly right. When I posted those clips on that
Is there
subreddit,
really
basically
nothing
making
worth
some-
listening to?
Lots of
The whole time.
old cultural sites to go and see as well. Like, you know, you go to Rome, you go see the Forum and whatnot. I'm sure there's lots
Mate,
of
I'm a fucking Luddite talking about, sorry, I'm a fucking, I can't remember the word, sorry. But like, nah, I'm culture, I'm culture as fuck. I don't care about fucking museums or historical sites, mate, like. There's a good place in there's one place I'm gonna name is the underground, but like it's like the place that place is fucking crazy. Gambling, tits and fucking everything. Great time. But you know, like ultimately, I would like to see my friend in Australia. So, other than that, I'm kind of wanting to have that. With all the internet drama shit aside, most of my life I'm a bit fucking. But you know, miserable at the moment is it's happening for the moment. I'll be alright.
It can't really spike your cortisol when it feels
Other than you being like a total alcoholic mess, you know,
Yeah.
waster.
It was shit.
You know,
It was
shit.
Yeah. Ultimately, it was never my main gig, you know, and it was somewhat laughing.
Seeker deployed.
It is what it is. Maybe it was from a womanizer or fucking. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm seeing just more interest in real life streaming in Indonesia. Most people, at least that I see so far, are not expressing a high interest in continuing Fireback. And honestly, I'd like to see the in real life stream. I'm not even that big of an in real life streaming thing, but after watching that Crash Out stream, that was the most interested I was in, like watching you do in real life streaming. Like unironically, I think it would be fun. To some extent.
Yeah, the only problem with it is that like half the fun shit that I would show, I can't show because the fucking.
Yeah.
There's no camera for that.
Did it kick only content?
No, it's not even because of the TOS. I mean, it's the fucking.
Gathering.
I think that sucks.
Stood outside these fucking films and say, "What the fuck did you do with that camera, dickhead?" You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
well, I mean, obviously that, but I mean, you know, you can do stuff. There's stuff that's fun that's not, you know.
Oh yeah, dude, I can do some jet skiing and some golf and some gun shooting and some.
Cooking, man. People like the cooking. You can talk about drama while doing cooking. It's like almost like what Hassan used to do. He used to cook food while talking politics. Dude, the people like the cooking stuff. I've seen that consistently. That's a little gimmick there, you know, cooking and drama.
Cats are like the fucking bag now, mate. The problem is, probably, is generally speaking, I didn't really care much for the drama. It was the backdrop, and it was just like, the wheelchair thing, and the microphone, and the fucking camera chair.
Recall window will remain stable. For
I know, I was
20
interested in the
minutes.
Fireback stuff, you know. But like half the fucking time it was an absolute slog. And actually, if you would have seen on stream, it was sometimes where I was almost my head in my fucking hands. Because oh my god, this shit's been on for hours and it's nothing.
I do want to, not even challenge you. I want to get more of your thoughts on this because the reason of the fear of the call leaking was basically that you didn't want to express a little bit more true sentiment of your feelings on aspects of the Fireback drama, which is if I remember correctly, Sarah Faye's portion of it.
Yeah.
Do you kind of regret that decision, especially where it led to? Do you feel like you've learned kind of a lesson of like, I should probably just be more sincere about all of my thoughts on this regardless of how it affects my audience or anything like that?
So the main thing is though to remember here.
Yeah.
The feelings are very different to the feelings that I had. I had a completely different mindset about it. Which is what led to a great you know, communication. Doing a Hail Mary, fuck you. You know what I mean? The way that I had, the way that I felt about Sarah Faye then compared to now was completely different. You know?
How do I get
So,
an exotic
that was half the
engram?
fucking problem.
Do I just have to buy one
Because,
from
you know,
Zara?
it's like defending a position you had 2 months prior to a lot of shit went down. Because in Fireback time, 2 months is like fucking 20 years. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
So that was half the problem. I guess my main takeaway is that I need to realise it doesn't matter who the fuck you're talking to. You know, if you're in the sort of
I want to get my exotics that I'm missing. The actual good ones.
What do you think about Sarah Faye now? What do you think about Sarah Faye now? You said your opinion sort of now changed, or is now the same? What's your opinion
Well,
about Sarah Faye?
I'll say that you think I said to her privately. I said I apologise for the comments before. That's right. Then.
Ammo crate over here.
I was thinking now, so to speak. I think that she's well within her right to engage in the community. You know, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think she's stalking the way that Mary Chu tries to portray it. I think she's just, you know, enjoying the fact that people are seeing her side of the fucking story. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, like one of Queeman's critiques was basically why is there an investment in this at all? The babysitting of like whether or not this person should participate. I thought the conversation in of itself was unnecessary, to put it lightly. So.
Well, yeah, and I'd agree with you. And again, that's why even in the phone call, I know I said, yeah, man, fucking Sarah Faye's a fucking weirdo. I said that.
Like you have also like someone someone like Queeman to accuse you, even as a joke, to accuse you of being a pedophile. Like Like that's too far. And I know that you had like a beef with Queven, but like, sometimes Queven is he's
Kathy. Kathy. Kathy is such a fucking shit stirrer, right? Just like, yeah, don't you think, you know, it's all fun and games, but joking about you being a pedophile, that's a little bit too far. Don't you want to say something like that, Trough? Don't you want to stand up for yourself? Don't you want to do something about that? Such a fucking demon.
And I don't appreciate it. So like, fuck.
I don't give a shit if Queen nonsense to me. I'm a fucking nonsense. A fucking pro. It's either a joke. And then when Parry took that obvious fucking joke and then fucking tried to act like there was something there.
I got Fortune's favour.
I don't give a shit if somebody wants to go, oh man, it's a
No, wait. People die over being accused of being a pedophile. I don't know how is it, but in the US, people die over being accused of being a pedophile. You know, so what Queven did is like seriously.
Is that good too? Class weapons
I made the
grenade?
same exact. I said the exact same thing was verbatim in one of my previous streams. I think, I'm pretty sure. I'm positive I said something along pretty much the same thing. Like, listen, in the UK, you know, people get fucking lynched over this shit. You know, so I'm not going to fucking entertain ideas. But all I would say is fighting for me.
I think that's a good role, isn't it? Class weapons grenade.
Which, in his words, he said was, "Oh well, I'm a fucking fat white guy living in Southeast Asia, so he thinks I'm a fucking nonce." Like, it's out of pocket, but it was just a fucking throwaway fucking. It was just a
I
throwaway.
believe he said that in. I believe he said that in his PC server. So
I'm not familiar. I haven't.
He's in cameras.
But the thing is, people make that sort of joke about me in private. It's whatever the fuck. It's the fact that it was others then ran with him and went, oh, there's been allegations that he's a fucking nonce, which is obviously a very different fucking thing.
Easy, no,
And that goes back to why I got a bit pissed with Parry, because Parry never was like, oh, I heard this joke from Queen. It was like, oh, I've heard allegations, which is two very different fucking things, you know?
No, yeah, no. Even if it's a joke, I don't know. Like it rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, this isn't like the fucking joke either. But I'm trying to be fair here, that like, you know, it was a throwaway fucking joke that he probably assumed I was never going to fucking be privy to, you know? Like...
Yeah, I don't think he could have known at the time that Parry would then use him as a sword for saying.
Yeah,
you know, this,
and that's why my main angle was Parry on that, because Parry knew it was a joke, but he didn't
that's not
say
hard.
it was a joke. He said it was an allegation he heard in the court. It's very different.
Connection collapse.
and it's
in
very
15
telling that he
minutes.
didn't say that, you know, allegedly, according to, you know, who had said
That's
it.
a lot harder.
Because, you know, if he had said it, it would be more clear that it was not a very reliable.
Yeah, if it'd been like, oh, I heard from Queen, it's like, well, fuck's Queen, you know what I mean? But the fact he just said, oh, I heard
What?
a phone call was been alleged, you know?
I
That's
don't think he even said that. He just said it had been it's alleged.
Yes, he said it. He said, I have heard, it's been alleged that the trough has said to the minor.
That's a little harder.
There was the indication of you, I think it was like obviously a joke, but it was basically you having sex with like a prostitute, and there was like an angle. I remember there's an image of you or something, and it's like the hyper autistic speculation of, he's looking at someone very particular at this height and blah blah blah, leading to suggest that you were sleeping with a prostitute. And so I think that's where that joke's come.
It's not quite Shadow Hedgehog. I do wish it was more Shadow Hedgehog, but it's actually like a dark green. If you look super close, it's like a lot of dark green.
It was just me just shirtless in my own living room. And just be fucking clear, that's me logically, right?
I need more
Why the fuck
shaders.
are we banging in my fucking living room?
I think I had a different Destiny 2 account because I remember having like more shaders and I've got like no raid completion on there either. So I think this must be like a newer account.
Bedroom fucking 2 feet away.
Oh, I think that's what they're trying to say with the image. I don't remember the precise image, but I think what they were trying to say is that you're looking around in that direction from the 2 feet area. I don't know that.
Translate sparrows and color hold
Well, I
auto
would just say
spray.
that it's just fucking curtain twitchy nonsense, mate. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I'd have to fucking look back on the image. I remember roughly what the image was. But it was basically just me, just with my shirt off, by myself.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Sure.
And also, as well, I also, at the time, shared like photos of the like, it's the most fucking long...
No,
fuck. In the fucking world.
God,
There's no
fuck this game.
There's no sneaky bollocks out the fucking...
Oh, yeah.
It's all of me, you know?
Yeah, I did want to ask you. There's a.
So I had to take a phone call back there, but I'm back.
No, I can ask you one thing. No. I don't wanna fucking blow up your spot.
Ask the question.
I had a question.
Something a little bit more positive, potentially.
Well, I was basically going in the direction of like,
The watermelon
if
color kind of cool.
you're comfortable with answering those, what kind of outside, not in the stream or anything in particular,
That was.
but you don't take any other
what was
drugs, do you?
Let's go.
At all, in any way, shape, or form, lightly?
Yeah, so regarding Cameo,
Seeker deployed.
I have seen. Yeah, have you seen? Did she give a response, like, or did she say comment or anything?
I don't know. I don't know if anyone's commented or not. To answer the question.
I think like on your side, she was like, I'm not sure. I think he needs.
This motherfucker,
support.
like, listen, he's not gonna get in legal trouble if he answers, oh, I used to, something, blah, blah, blah. There's not enough to work off of.
Yeah, like Kathy,
I'm not asking for specifics of anything in particular, yeah. It's just, I was just curious.
Prepare for increased hostile action.
What does that mean?
Kathy is trying so hard to
I
get
do have an ADHD prescription, which I do.
this guy convinced that
Relatively heavy.
he's on his side. Dude, there we go. That's the one, man. That's the one. That's the colored skin. Look at that shit.
I would say
That's
I think parenting or something like quite fancy cocaine.
Yeah, no, that's too far. That's like that.
It's
I
absolutely-
know
yeah.
a lot of British people in Indonesia like got in serious trouble for having any drugs, so it's not a joke.
I've seen myself. But like, one, it's absolute dog shit. And two, it's expensive as fuck. And three, with those two things in mind, why the fuck was it bother? You know what I mean? Like, you know? So no. So apart from maybe misusing.
No, there's no. I didn't get the impact core.
On a regular occasion, that's my I'm literally the only occasion.
Can
Other
I?
than
Maybe
that,
if I
no,
go on my
I'm getting
warlock,
maybe
it'll
a
be
6.
there. I don't think so though.
You had a question about Femios, Kathy, right?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Or is Kathy not here now?
Have you, I was going to ask you. And speaking of like femios and stuff, have you managed to maintain some good relationships out of the community? I mean, I know the community sort of imploded a bit, but you met some cool people like femios
fuck,
and Soap
go
and Sarah. Have you
Femios-
maintained good relationships?
Femios has stuck by me. Pretty cool.
Yeah, Femios is alright. She like Femios is a real one. I'd say.
Yeah, and Duckbringer's a real one. I think she stuck by you as well.
Yeah, that's basically the only two, to be honest.
What about you forgetting like Miss Soap and Clay? She's stuck by you.
I haven't. Well, I don't know. I haven't spoken
Yeah,
to her.
really.
I never had
Well,
any
Prismatic,
regrets
Void
or
Super.
Discord with her. Like, I don't know what she's been saying on there since. I haven't listened to the things.
Oh, you haven't really contacted her that much. I thought you would.
Alright.
No. I never had any direct communication with her beyond YouTube chat messages.
Because some people were saying that you helped her out with the reviews for her soap. So I don't know.
I'm crashing out.
That's all right.
You know, that